Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. This is a little different than what we normally do on this channel, however I think it is very important. Shockingly, Trusty Jam, the head guy of War of Rights, the developer, announced that War of Rights was under a DDoS attack. He did this last night on the official War of Rights Discord, and it's a big thing. A DDoS attack is when a group of people or an individual sends a lot of information, a lot of bytes of data at a server at one individual point so that it overloads the server and causes it to crash. In case of War of Rights, that means the multiplayer server is crashing, therefore preventing people from temporarily being able to play the game. This has really been ramping up over the past week, and on top of this, the developers have even claimed that this has been happening on and off over the course of the past few months. The reason why I wanted to make this into a video is because I think it's important for people to know that this is not an internal issue, but yet is a outside attacker causing servers to crash. And on top of that, that the developers are working very hard at trying to figure out what is going on. So we're going to go through the context of everything. We're going to go through the timeline of the past week and then talk about what is currently going on now. If there are any updates or anything I'm missing, please feel free to say within the comment section as we progress. I think I'll make a community post when the situation is done and they have figured out what happened. But besides that, let's get into what happened. So today is September 6th. About a week ago on August 31st, reports started coming in on the official War of Rights Discord that 3 pub servers had crashed within a span of 10 minutes. And that's pretty unprecedented, as a lot of servers crashing in a short span of time. Now for War of Rights, there isn't too many active servers, so 3 is a pretty huge number. But what's not unprecedented is servers crashing. War of Rights works with gPortal, and servers have crashed over the years, and that's why you can see the initial reply from people that, hey, screw gPortal. This is just a common reply, but we're thankful nonetheless that gPortal is hosting the servers. So we can see the 3 servers are crashing, and the developers have consistently asked for these crash dump file logs, which basically show what was happening at the server or on the server at the time of the crash. It allows the developers to kind of figure out what was going on and from there fix the issues. But as we can see in the second message from Trusty, no dumps have been sent to them over the past 24 hours, and this was on September 1st versus the 31st when this initial crashing happened. So over the next few days, dumps were not sent to the developers still, and we saw more crashes happening on September 3rd. And we can see why the dumps were never sent, because Agrippa here, one of the top guys for the public War of Rights servers, he was saying that there's no dump file being generated, meaning they can't send any information to the developers, meaning the developers can't figure out what's going on. So despite the developers not knowing anything and just going off a whim, have sent a potential fix out for the crashing. And shortly after this was sent out, we got information from one of the other higher rated people within the public War of Rights servers saying that a lot of these servers were just not generating these dump files except for one server. And so they sent that dump file to the developer, Trusty Jam, and that they were going to look into the situation and figure out what's going on. So this was September 5th when this dump file was sent at about 2 o'clock Eastern time. 3 hours later, around 5 o'clock Eastern time, was when Trusty Jam officially announced that War of Rights was under a DDoS attack and that they're taking steps to combat the situation. So community-hosted servers, which are a majority of the servers in War of Rights, are individually bought and owned. The developers don't know anything related to that, which is why they always ask for the server dumps. But you can see what Trusty Jam says here. He says, in speculation in regards to the community servers, they don't have backend access to those. So again, they can't see what's going on. It's individually owned servers. However, they do know that their own backend master server was under a DDoS attack and that they were in communication with gPortal to figure out the issue. Now, Gamer here asks, who are these DDoSers? We're going to find them. And Trusty said they already found them. So within a few hours span, they figured out it was a DDoS attack and they figured out who did it. That has not been publicly released, though. We do not know who is doing this. And you can see here that Trusty is saying that this might have been happening, this DDoS attack might have been happening over the course of the past few months on and off because some of these servers were just not generating dump files and they weren't getting information. So this is a logical conclusion. It just makes sense. TrustyJam, again, confirming that they're under a DDoS attack and that they're working on it. Despite the public knowledge of this happening last night, we come to today, September 6th in the afternoon, a few hours ago in terms of me recording this video. We can see more servers are starting to crash, numerous people giving these reports, and some people are speculating on the DDoS attack because, again, gPortal has been crashing a lot over the past couple of years, but Trusty confirms once again that they're under attack. Another person was asking how big of an attack this was, and Trusty said millions of randomized bytes were sent. So that is up-to-date information for what I know right now. If there's anything I missed, feel free to put it in the comment section. This whole thing is crazy. But kind of briefly going over everything again. What happened? A DDoS attack. How? Millions of randomized bytes were sent to these servers that overloaded. When? It's really been picking up over the past week, right? But it's kind of been happening over the past few months. Who? We don't know that, but the developers do, and obviously that hasn't been released yet. I don't really want to speculate too much on this because it could be any amount of factors, right? It could be anyone. It could be someone who hates the game. It could just be some random people trying to have a fun day, fun for them anyways, and crash the servers. Who knows who it is? Feel free to speculate, but it could be anybody really. But the big question is, what do we do at this point going forward? I think the two biggest things is that if you own a server and your server crashes, if you do have the dump files, send it over to the developers. They desperately need that. And on top of that, try not to bother developers too much when it comes to this situation. They've already publicly released everything they know, and so I don't think we should bother them too much on the issue. Let them work on the DDoS attack, figure it out, and so that we can get fully active War of Rights servers. But that is really everything that's happened over the past week. It's been kind of crazy to see everything unfold, and let's hope the developers can fix it all quickly. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Official War of Rights Discord will be in the description if you want to join there to get more updated information as quickly as they talk about it, because they're definitely going to talk about it on there first before anywhere else. But besides all that, we'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your night.